Hey, what's up, YouTube family and my TikTok family? Dre Radio right here. Watch this.
I, Roberta McCoy, given faith and stand in unity with the vision of Perfecting Church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
You're the woman in that viral video.
Right.
He did not rebuke you.
He absolutely did not rebuke me. Now, there's a difference. There was a correction because let me clearly state that Pastor gave instruction on the lines to get into.
I was calling because the whole church was giving, and it was our day of giving, and the whole church was coming, and we didn't want people standing, the mothers and all that, so I was calling them by increments. And I corrected it, and I told everybody to listen and come when you call, and that's all that was.
Roberta told me Pastor Winans personally apologized to her. She's been a member of Perfecting Church since 2000.
Listen, I'm just gonna come from off the dome. I don't know Marvin Winans. I just know of him from the music and from the family and all of that. And I understand there's some type of context behind it, that people who are paying more money or giving more money is supposed to go up first or be in a separate line, or however he wanted it to go, which I think is all theatrical in my opinion. Nothing can change the fact that this man disrespected this woman in front of all those people. And the lady in the interview, what you saw, is her, and I understand why she has to kind of like downplay it and side with him, because she's a member of that church, obviously. But I know deep down inside she felt disrespected. I mean, it's clear, you can't sugarcoat it. It was just clear disrespect. I don't understand, and I said this in another video, I just, for the life of me, I don't understand why, and I'm talking to us black people, why we always have to disrespect, why we can't talk to each other just in a respectful way. Why is it so hard for us to just communicate without being abrasive? We have a real issue or problem in that department. We don't know how to talk to each other. You know, we walk around, half of us got this abrasive attitude or personality, and being real doesn't mean you have to be disrespectful. And I'm sick of that. Oh, I was just being real. No, you was being disrespectful. You know, people say that. But back to what I was saying about the church. This is what keeping a lot of people out of the church, because of stuff like this. And I understand he's a human being. I understand that. He's not perfect. He's going to make a mistake. But he knows better. He knows better. He knew that he shouldn't have been talking to that lady like that. That was another grown adult standing there giving her contributions. She didn't have to do it. There's no excuse for him to talk to her like that or to address that situation that way. He knows better. And you know, if you go into church, you know, you really have to find a church that's for you. You have to find a church that's for you. Every church is not for you. That's why if you're planning on going to a church regularly, you need to visit a few churches. That's my advice to you. Because I'm telling you, they playing in a lot of these churches. They playing. You know what I mean? They're really playing, and they playing with God, and they playing with their life. They playing with their soul. You know, it's a serious thing to be actually playing with God. Because you're playing with your life. You play with God, you're playing with your life. Now, like I said, I understand nobody is perfect, but I think that could have been prevented. You know what I mean? She donated over $1,200 in this economy. In this economy. You know, he didn't have to, all he had to do was accept the money and say thank you very much for your contribution. Also, as you can see in the interview, when they was asking Marvin Winans about the incident, he couldn't really explain it. He had trouble explaining it away, as you can see. His whole demeanor, the way he was talking in that interview was nothing like he talked to that lady in that church. And so I hope, you know, it's forgivable. He didn't do nothing that's not forgivable, but we got to do better. And that's my opinion.
Steve-O. Hey, man. Been a long time coming.